Hi guys, I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Caitlin. You think that thick liquids like vegetable oil are heavier than water, right?
It's really easy to stack blocks, logs, basically anything you can think of, but do you think it's easy to stack liquids? With a little bit of chemistry, in this episode of Mythbusters, we are going to show you how to stack liquids.
So first, all the materials that you need for this experiment is 5 beakers. We have chosen for our liquids to use dish soap, salt water, water, vegetable oil, rubbing alcohol, and vinegar.
So to easier distinguish the different liquids, we're going to put food coloring in them, but not yet. So first we have to measure out all of our liquids.
So each one we're going to pour about halfway into the beaker. So first we're going to start with the dish soap.
And you might not need all of the liquid, it's just important to just so you have enough.
Okay.
So now we're going to add the blue food coloring to the salt water. And all you really need is about like 2 or 3 drops. It just makes it easier to distinguish the different colors. Then you can mix it around.
And then we already have the water pre-measured in the water bottle, so that's all set.
Now I'm just going to pour the vegetable oil about halfway, like Caitlin said. And we're going to just leave that the color that it is.
And then next we're going to use rubbing alcohol, and again just use it about halfway. We're going to add yellow and red food coloring to it just so it has that different color. It's going to be about an orangey color. So just a couple of drops of red and a couple of drops of yellow. And we're going to mix it up.
And you can really mix it with any. So now we're just going to mix it so it turns an orange color. So change it a little color. And the measurements don't have to be exact. It's just enough that you can pour into the graduated cylinder. And now I'm just going to pour the vinegar. Okay.
Now we have a cylinder that we're going to start mixing everything in. First, we're going to start pouring in the dish soap. Now you have to keep it in the middle, make sure it pours straight in the middle and then it fans out. And keep a steady hand while doing it.
Just because if it touches the sides of the container, it could compromise the experiment. Okay, so now we're going to pour the salt water. And like Caitlin said, it's really important to have a steady hand. Or as steady as you can. It's kind of hard.
Okay. Next is just regular tap water.
Now we're going to do the vegetable oil.
And then now we have alcohol, the rubbing alcohol that we're going to put in.
And all of these ingredients you can get basically in your kitchen cabinet or at the store. They're not very hard to find, and they're just household. They're just all household items. And now finally we're going to put the vinegar. So now we just have to wait a few minutes for it to, for the liquids to separate. You can already kind of see that the dish soap is separating from the salt water. Alright, so now that our experiment's done, we actually did it 2 times. We did it once before. I don't know if you can really see, but in this experiment we didn't use regular water. And I'm going to get closer to the camera. But you can see the liquid separated. Since we didn't use the regular water, the salt water almost went to the bottom. And you can see the pink of the dish soap. Then the alcohol, which we colored purple, is in the middle. And then the vinegar and the vegetable oil floated to the top. And you can tell that that's the vinegar because it bubbled.
And for the next one, I'll just get a little bit closer too. You can see at the bottom here there's the dish soap, then there's the salt water. We mixed in the water, the color got lost very easily because of all the different liquids we had. But then the vegetable oil and the rubbing alcohol that we colored orange got lost. They kind of mixed together. But up top here we have the vinegar that has bubbled over. So that's what it looks like after a couple of minutes. You can see the difference of what we had and what it is now.
Okay. So there is some science behind this. The different liquids all have different weights. So that means that they all have different masses.
So thank you for being Mythbusters with us today.
We hope you learned something new and you enjoyed our experiment.
Thank you.
Thanks.